Okay. This is me. My name is Shadhin and I'm a med student. And so this is the video about the basics of muscle growth or exercise that talked in previous short. So we will be talking about some basics. And after that, I will do some exercise and they will also come. I will release them in short form, but this video will be in long form video. Let's say from my perspective, I am a skinny guy. My hands are skinny, my chest are flat comparatively. So what I'm going to do is I'm get some muscles. No, I won't be starting from my whole body exercise because we are just starting. So we won't be able to follow the CBUM's exercise routine or any other influencers routines. And I mean exercise influencers in Instagram. So what we will be doing, we will just starting from small and little by little we'll pace things up. Now the problem is everybody gets motivated and they started from scratch to boost their exercise and your body only will handle it. So we have to um, carry it little by little. And let's talk about uh, how much exercise should I need to be doing. Now, if you see the curve, I take a reference from a podcast of Dr. Mike. You also can follow him, great guy. And also, there is you can also follow Jeff Nippert, and he is also a perfect guy for follow about this exercise and learn about things. Let's talk about the curve. If we see the curve where the muscle growth is in y-axis and the time is in x-axis, if we do the exercise once a week, what happens is, um, okay, you get a bit of muscle growth because you give resistance to that muscle. The muscle tears up and it builds its up and it pulps up. But the problem is the if you do 2 times a week, there is a huge jump because the curve is actually exponential curve, and that's more growth. Just 2 times, and if you do 3 times, and the curve jumps more, and the 4 times the curve jumps more. But in case of 5 times, 6 times, these in there the muscle growth difference it become less and less. So we you can start from the sweet spot, which is 4 times a week, but initially you just started increase the times in a week for that exercise because we do not want to destroy the his whole schedule and get demotivated. Okay, so the first time we will be talking about is muscle isolation. Let's take me as an example. So let's say I want to grow my chest, and this is a pectoralis major muscle. And first thing we have to do is muscle isolation, which is we have to isolate the muscle for each of the exercise. What does it means actually? Let's say I am going to do an exercise, and that exercise should hit. I'm using this as an easy casual word. The exercise should actually hit that muscle only, but it is hard. It needs to do the exercise the specific form. Many of them we won't be able to do it, so don't worry, just get started because when you are slowly able to do the things, when you are get into a routine, then you can focus on specifically moving your hands and limbs and keeping the perfect form so that your muscle get the total heat of that total resistance of that exercise. But initially just start it, that will be more than enough. And remember, first few weeks, no matter what you do, no matter what is your form, no matter how many times you do, the forms the muscle will grow for sure. It doesn't matter, but after some time then you have to focus on forms, then you have to focus on times, because in that time means after some months we turn to the plateau phase of that graph, what I've been talking about. And that's the actual muscle isolation means. But in our evolution, we can't actually do that 100%, but we will try to do it now. We can just hit all the muscles of the body for muscle growth. We have to specify it. Let's say I want what do I want? I want a bigger chest, so I have to muscle isolate the pectoralis major because it will give me a bigger chest. And then I want to hit some these muscles are deltoid muscles. So I want to hit some delts. So what happens is if this muscle grows, they will, provide some width. And obviously, with them, I want to do some back muscle exercise. And I think that will be also appreciated and go. But eventually, when I will be doing this exercise, let's say for pecs, push up is the best, I think. And in case of back and delt, you can do the chin up or pull up, and those kind of exercise. Just fix one exercise, please don't overthink too much. Just you have to just specify a one muscle and one exercise at first, then we will go to pace things up. I will be doing some push up for my chest, and for back and for shoulder I will be doing some chin up. Now, as I say that we cannot 100% isolate a muscle properly. So what will happen is where I will be doing some push up as well as I will be hitting my chest. Also, some resistance will go from for my back, and also this, I will be pushing and pulling. So what will happen is my biceps and triceps also get some load and get some resistance. It's obviously not that bad. It's okay, but you can try it for starter as a starter. Then we will be able to fix things up. Okay. And then the second thing is how should be the movement. So the main problem is when we are moving a muscle, let's say biceps as an example. For biceps, we will be moving my hand, and the biceps will stretch out and then contract, stretch out and then contract. Now remember, once it stretch out and contract, this whole thing stretch out, contract, this is called one repetition, or in short form, everyone will see saying in YouTube and online, it's reps. There's what is called reps. You stretch a muscle and you contract it or release it from from a stretched position. Now, how much repetition should it require? You should remember 3 to 5. Now, 3 to 5 repetition is, you can say, oh, it's too much easy. So, what does happen is we are not going to do only 3 to 5 repetition. We will be doing 3 to 5 repetitions per sets. Now, what is sets? Let's say if I do 5 repetition, 5 times I push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, and this whole 3 to 5 times I did, and I quit. Then this thing will be called one set, and after that I will be do some set. And now how much set? Again 3 to 5 sets at least, from as a beginner. And some people choose like this, that my fourth set, first 4 set will be 3 to 5 repetition, 3 to 5 repetition. But in case of the last set, what many people prefer is to going to the failure. Now, what does it failure means? Just as it sounds, it's to push your muscle to failure. Means at the time you won't be able to move it or actually push it to do any work from here or from that muscle, and that is what called actual failure. And if you guys want to know or see what actually failure is, then you should check out Dr. Mike's leg workout shorts, which I've wondered. He was just screaming like hell. So that's the muscle isolation thing, and repetition and sets. And how much sets should I need? Again, 3 to 5 sets. So what we will do actually, 3 to 5 repetition per set, 3 to 5 sets per session, and then you can also 3 to 5 session per day, and that's actually fill up the how much time or how many time, how much should you do or push your muscle. Okay, now eventually this will run the wheel. It won't be a hassle. The problem is actually your muscle is not growing during exercise, it actually breaking. uh, when a muscle grows when we break the muscles, we come back home, we sleep, we take all the nutrients the muscle need, we take protein in our diet, increase our calories, and that's how our muscle grows. Now, I doing it for some years, but I didn't actually gain so that amount of muscle, because actually the problem is nutrient in my area, because as a South Asian, our diet is too much carbs containing. So what happens is protein is less and people get fat because your carbs ultimately converts into triglyceride, which is a kind of fat, and then your body stores it. That's why you see, uh, in Southeast Asia, in Bangladesh and other countries, they're skinny, fatty people. So they are not obese, but they have some kind of pot belly appearance. We say. Okay, and another thing you have to remember is we are not able to gain muscle just like influencer naturally. So you don't get your hopes so much high. You have to, you have to stay conscious about the reality. We cannot become influencers, like Instagram influencers or anime character Baki. No, they don't want that much muscle, but we will be able to get some gain. And another thing is, many guys talks about that. Okay, how about I stop working and I stop the exercise? How many days it will need to lose my muscles? So Dr. Might said in a podcast, it's 2 weeks. What happens is your muscle starts to lose, but don't make it a hassle. If you missed a week or so, it will be good because as long as when you come back and hit the gym and hit the or hit your equipments, you will gain muscle faster than previously. You don't have to do all the 6 months of work to gain the 6 months of muscle. You'll be able to gain those muscles in 1 month or 2 months because you the exercise has been done before, and that's a good thing. Don't get demotivated. Let's do some pull up, and in case of pull up, I will be targeting the back muscle, trapezius, and here back muscle is called latissimus dorsi. So these two muscle will be actually isolated. So when I will be like this, no, the trapezius and the latissimus dorsi are most straight. So this is called the negative part. The negative part should be as slowly as possible, and there I should give a pause at the end of the negative part. Means all the muscles are stretched, and I'll keep that stretched position for my up part. It should be as fast as possible, and that's how the movement should work in this pull up scenario. Okay, so let's do it. I'm going to do more than three, I guess, but I'll try. So you see, I was be able to um keeping the stretch position for 1 second. That's the most important part, and you have to do it till the failure. And that's how you actually stimulate the muscle. Now you see this whole thing. What I did? I actually did the pull and push thing 3 to 5 times, and these 3 to 5 times is called actually 3 to 5 repetition. And the whole procedure, when I was doing it till failure, this is actually 1 set. Now like this at a day, because I'm thinking about 4 times a week. So per day, I have to do this type of set actually 3 to 5 times, and each set should be containing like this 3 to 5 repetition. 3 to 5 repetition means 1 set, and like that 3 to 5 sets per day, and that's how I will be continuing my exercise. And that's how I think this video will end, and I will upload some shorts afterwards. Okay, see ya.